we'll start this off is with a bit of recapping. No cap. Just recap. First off, what was your assessment of the final episode of the niggerly acclaimed Snowfall?
That was I was definitely a big man for me. That was it. That's what y'all did. That was, but you know what? I didn't like it. I ain't gonna say I didn't like how the choices that they made to end it with Franklin. However, I'll give them this. They did end it in John Singleton fashion, if you ask me.
And what exactly you mean by that?
It's a realistic ending. It wasn't happy ending. You know, I watch these movies and I'm like, damn.
You could have let Ricky go to USA.
Damn, Kane dead?
Yeah.
That's it. It ain't no, he wake up in the hospital. It's over. So, you know.
Oh, you wanted Jerome to pop out the bushes.
Man. No, nigga. It wasn't even, I would have almost rather them just let this nigga get hooked to coke or something.
Franklin?
Yeah, almost. Than what I just saw. I mean, that's like a low-hanging fruit and not really much thought into it. But
was that believable to you how he ended up?
Yeah. It's a possibility, but I'm like, that wasn't good enough. Like, for all that was on the line, that was at stake, you just resorted to drinking and then that was it, nigga. He would have like robbed niggas or killed niggas, hunted that bitch down for his baby and money, nigga. It wouldn't have been like that.
So he wasn't that defeated.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. They kind of cheapskated it out, and it was like for John. Like, nigga, don't you ever put that nigga name at the end of that.
Yeah.
But again, it was. Thanks for not making it a happy ending.
Yeah.
But
I think it was a happy ending for some people.
But well, you mean characters?
Yeah.
Those I mean only Franklin.
You're the only one who got fucked up.
I didn't like how the choices they made to make how he was fucked up. Everybody else, like you said, it was like, all right, I guess I can go with that. But like Franklin, I was like, no. I'm sorry. That was me. Hard no.
Yeah.
That was not
To that point, though, man, first off, shout out to John Singleton, this fantastic series that he started. I'm quite sure that had he lived, I don't think it would have ended this way.
I don't think so.
I tell people it turned into James Bond in the hood. I've never seen so many people getting tied up and tortured.
Ocean's 21.
Yeah. I was very disappointed with the end. Of course, it didn't go how I thought it was going to go. I thought Franklin was going to get a stretch. I thought he was going to be in Sissy's place. Sissy ended up the one in jail. There's a few things I didn't like. And it was the last two episodes. With one, they had Sissy and his wife, what was her name? Veronique or some shit.
Yeah.
It was a cool ass Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
They had them two involved in the shits. They should have never been in a hostage situation. That was unrealistic. Especially when you were high, you a crime.
You ever had grits?
You a drug kingpin. You stupid. You a drug kingpin. So you would have capable bodies around you, no matter if you falling off financially. They highlighted 37 million, or really more than that, but that's what he's going to take. They act like he didn't have any money anywhere else, where he had the money in the real estate. So I don't understand how that wasn't substantial enough to get you to the next, you know what I'm saying, to the next day. To where y'all out here hiding in a fucking like a cavern. Y'all like hiding in a place where you run where Jason gonna get your ass. Like, why were they going there? You going to the place where Jason gonna come and kill you. So they out there living like refugees. That's one. I hated how, first off, I didn't like how his mother killed Teddy. I didn't like that shit. It was very fucking emotional. No. It wasn't sensible at all. She shouldn't even been at that drop. I could be all day on this shit, so I'm a Zoom.
Yeah,
in the final, they're trying to make her somebody who did something cool. Like she did something that was helpful, or she was protecting you, as Leon said. That whole shooting Teddy shit was not noble. It was because Alden was dead meat.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't do that for
all
Franklin.
personal, all emotional.
It was all emotion. So when she tried to spin it like she really they tried to push it like she did something noble for her son. She continued the degradation that he was headed to or seemingly headed to by her stupid ass fucking response. I hated that shit. I hated how they turned Franklin into a drunk. Franklin, it would have been more palatable if he was drinking throughout the series and it was like, hey man, you drink too much. It was something that led up to it.
Yeah.
This you get shit, you go to a bar, you drink,
They
and next thing you know, you's fucked up. Yeah. So, and then the other part that I fucking detested was how quick his girl was to leave. How she became a snake at the end. I say snake because she should have went and did the business deal at the end, right? Like she did that shit totally behind her back. It's out of character for everybody and what they already had going on. She seemed like she even said "fuck you, mama." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He said "fuck you, mama." So now we supposed to be locked in. Mm-hmm. So I didn't like how they turned her character in a way to leave him. Which, if she gonna leave and shit, this still shouldn't enhance you getting to the bottom. That then the Leon storyline is goofy as hell. How now he's Niles on belly. He wants to go to Africa. He sent his wife to Africa because anytime she think about cracking shit, she start crying.
She said, "Elephants, elephants, elephants."
Yeah, the best part was when he asked was she still on the dope. Her first love. That shit was classic. But I didn't like they got Franklin, and Franklin was a quintessential hustler. I said, shout out to my buddy Wood over at Pay Me No Mind podcast. We was rapping about it. I said that Franklin would have got, first off, Franklin wasn't a cold blood killer.
Yeah.
How they had him shoot Miguel after the when they broke into the safe. Mm-hmm. First off, they bring Peaches back and he a dope head.
That pissed me off too. I was like, that was pointless.
He done fucking smoked up $5 million of dope.
Tyrone Biggums.
And the shit was so fucking like we say, it just ran together super fast. So you had to have things to build up to it, and then how the PR he's disgusted at Franklin. I'm not doing nothing for you. Right. Why are you mad? Like now, what they doing? They paint Franklin as this villain that everybody's angry or upset with, so it makes him less likable. So it's more acceptable for how y'all gonna do it. The drunk shit bothered me.
Yeah,
I said that we grew up in a particular time and suffered around particular things where I can't think of a single dude who was a big time dope boy who ended up a drunk.
Right.
Not a single one.
I was definitely
not a single one. It wasn't believable to me.
He didn't even go to jail.
Like, he didn't go to jail. He just ducked all the smoke. All the smoke. So the main thing is they got him holed up in this house, right? He worse off than Mel. He worse off than his father. He ended up worse than everybody who ended up living.
Maybe that's the connection they was trying to make.
But that shit didn't hit for me.
It didn't hit at all until you just said it. I'm like, maybe.
They trying to make it like now you like your father.
We grasped it. Yeah,
too cold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. I'm satisfied. So this nigga had a Doves Cry fucking episode.
Doves Cry.
So listen. Then they go get this nigga, he wanted his drink. You know, so they try to bring it back where he's now at the place buying his liquor where he used to work at. They bring all that full circle. Where he told Mel that she asked him, is this what you want? He's like, no, I want freedom. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to do this forever? He's like, no, I want freedom. I'm paraphrasing. Mm-hmm. So then that's what he played back at the end and tell Leon, I'm free. Nigga, free from what? A real hustler who Franklin was at the beginning. And this is how they play it back, man. When he first got that break from Avi told him to bring back 12 stacks. He get 12 stacks out of that safe. Franklin could have took that 12 stacks and did something with that. He wasn't just gonna shoot Miguel if we just being consistent with the character. He wasn't just gonna shoot him for no reason. What was the cause of that? You weren't even drunk. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even like I was drunk. Then he's just shooting people. Ain't nobody calling the police. He shot 3 people.
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. Then my final thing is, why would the police run in with a battery ram for eviction notice? It made me scared to get behind on rent. You niggas ran with a battery ram and 3 cars.
The sheriff gonna come. Yeah.
This shit was weird, and just the biggest part was when they paid homage to Boys in the Hood, where they shooting the movie in the alley. Yeah. That shit was dope to me, man. I love that little tie-in because that was a good shout out to John Singleton. Mm-hmm. And if you pause it, you get to see Dope Boy Ricky and
I did see it.
And that
Easter egg.
Yeah, I like that shit though. And that was just to pay homage to the late great John Singleton. But otherwise, that episode was a shit show. And anybody else tell me otherwise, their whole life, I hope they watched the 5th season of Wire. Nothing else.